Okay, we're back. It's Sunday night, July 12th, 2020, 9:55 p.m. Central Time. And hopefully this won't be too long. It's going to be long, though. I have got a, well, here's the top. Copier box full of magazines, comic reprints, magazines about comics, and a few other things. I don't know what's in the bit down below. Well, let's just get into it. I'm not going to talk too much about each of these, but and I don't know if these even are organized within, but let's get to it. Okay, first of all, Marvel magazines. Variety here. Most of these are reprints. For example, we got the Hulk, Marvel Hulk, the Muppets, excuse me, which is a reprint of the Boom series, and Spider-Man magazine. So these first three. Marvel, they had the comics, I guess. I don't know why they did this, but my theory is they did their comics. Comics were on the newsstand at the time. And this was just a way, I think, to hit another market. Because while these would be on the newsstand with other Marvel comics, there would also be newsstands, smaller newsstands like at airport terminals that would not shelve comic books, but they would shelve magazines. My experience looking at them as I wait for my plane to board is that they don't have even much in the way of kids' magazines. No Mad, for example, or activity books. The activity books are over in the regular book section, but puzzle coloring books are over there too. I don't know what, or even like the licensed stuff, like Star Wars magazine, that would appeal to kids. Don't see too much of that on those newsstands. You don't see much of anything really in those, because there's not a lot of real estate in those terminals and those bookstores, so they stock whatever sells best. So I would not be surprised for the next 10 years if you don't find any magazines, or maybe just a shelf or two of magazines in airport terminals. But anyway, the Muppets is actually a Disney comic. You can see that all the way on the bottom. That's their branding for all their stuff nationwide, worldwide. But this is Meet the Muppets. This is number 3, September 2011, issue number 27, '11, whatever that means. This, of course, is written and drawn by Roger Langridge. If you haven't seen, collected, bought, acquired the Muppets comic books that Boom originally did, I believe Marvel did an omnibus later. I found mine at a used bookstore. Any of those, anything by Roger Langridge to begin with. I mean, some of the stuff is more adult, PG-13, but the Muppet stuff he does, the stuff he has done for Boom over the years, one of the deserving of greater renown for kids comics. But again, this is Roger Langridge, and this was produced by Disney Publishing Worldwide, Global Magazines, which is basically out of Italy. You look at this, and the only American names on here are the publisher, Buckley, Chief Creative Officer Joe Quesada, Axel Alonso, Editor-Chief, Peter Gabriel. There's a Marvel thing, little chunk of Marvel Entertainment staff, but everything else here is Disney Italy. Disney Italy being one of the Disney markets where Disney controls the editions there. But here is the cover from the original comic right there on the side. Great style. No cartoony. There's your Muppet News Flash. And of course, this is all taking place at the Muppet Show. And what really makes this is Roger Langridge does original poetry / songs in here. I would love to hear the music. No guest stars, just straight Muppets. And here's another one, splash page from the original series. Like I said, you really should read this. If you're a fan of the Muppets, definitely, or anybody who's a fan of the Muppets, get this for them. If you like the show, definitely like this. If you just like, if you enjoy the characters, read this. This is good stuff. And there's some nice little Easter eggs in here. For example, Scooter's sister shows up in a later arc. Yeah, he has a sister. You didn't know that, huh? Yeah. Veterinarian hospital. It's good stuff. All right, Hulk. This is Power Pack. God. Again, Marvel. Why aren't you doing a Power Pack animated movie? Big Hero 6 made tons of money. Got you an Oscar. The only Marvel movie, the only Marvel Studios movie to get an Oscar until Black Panther. Yes, none of the MCU movies got an Oscar until Black Panther. Can you believe that? And then, what, 8 years later, 6 years later, Spider-Verse by Sony, right? Same idea. Teen character, aimed at kids, wins another Best Animated Feature Oscar. Makes tons of money. There are adults who will not take their young kids to see a PG-13 movie, which is all MCU movies. Yes, all MCU movies are PG-13. You got a lot of trouble putting Peter Parker, a teenager, in those movies when he's battling life or death, when he actually died. Sorry, spoiler alert, but died in a snapshot from Thanos. So just take all your teen characters, young kid characters, make animated features, standalone, right? Power Pack, Ultra Girl, Runaways, Ms. Marvel. You already did Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Get them while they're young, right? Again, Big Hero 6, what, $200 million? Which is small potatoes for a Marvel movie, right? For an animated feature. Special effects. You're doing special effects on all these anyway, right? So, yeah, the Lion King remake, that was an animated feature. And Red. Anyway, this, I believe, is part of the Marvel Age reprints. Let's see what it says in here. Hulk and Power Pack 1 through 4, first printing 2008. Again, buy the Power Pack comics, especially if you know young kids who want superheroes. The original stuff by Louise Simonson and Company. Really good stuff. It's got aliens in it too. This one is Hulk, Misunderstood Monster. Marvel Adventures Hulk 2 through 5. 3 comics in here for the low price of $5. Now, again, this was published in, 2008. So 3 comics, $5, magazine, 2008. Now, maybe it might be $6, $7, but still. The $7 magazine now with 3 comics in it, that's a much better deal than buying the 3 separate comics, okay? But this is Marvel Adventures. The Marvel Adventure stuff is good, too, for older readers. I want to say middle school. Then Spider-Man Magazine, number 3 here. December 2008. Blah, 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 blah. Past stories from Marvel Adventure Spider-Man number 3. Spider-Man Power Pack number 3. There you go. It's Power Pack again. Spider-Man Fantastic Four number 3. And Spider-Man Team Up number 2. Okay. Here's the Marvel Adventure stuff they did. Started out as redrawings. I guess a retelling of the original Stan Lee, Steve Ditko Spider-Man stories. You can tell there's a little bit of that manga style that seeped into comics in the turn of the century. God, turn of the century was 20 years ago. Can you believe that? Oh, boy. But again, you got Eamon here and the Grey Gargoyle with Captain America and Spider-Man. Fantastic Four, Fighting Beasties. Again, good stuff. If you find these, especially if you find these like in a dollar in a comic shop, just pick them up. Read them. Even when you rush, even in the bathroom where your younger kid or other people can read them while they're on the toilet. You know? Good stuff. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just going to get a big chunk of magazines here. All right. I get some of the stuff I don't remember why I got it. Toy Fair. Wizard World's Toy Magazine number 116. Transformers. April 2007. Again, this is probably lying around free somewhere, and I grabbed it. I didn't buy it. I wasn't a regular buyer of comics magazines. Dark Tangent. Remember this Phil Foglio thing I did earlier? This is one of his earliest comics. #1, published 4 times yearly by Fantasy for Factory, double F. Brooklyn, Volume 1, #1, August 1982. Phil Foglio, artist, writer, corrector. Freef, writer, artist, producer. I don't know who knows. Wilson, singer, publisher. Chris Claremont, editorial consultant. I might have to get him to sign this. That'd be a good story to ask him. I wonder what his involvement with this was. But again, and this is part of his more realistic style, I guess. Not bad, you know. Probably overwrought, but a lot of independent comics do. Like, ooh, wraparound cover. That's good stuff. $2, 1982. It's a little pricey. Printed Comic Honest, not too bad. And here's an early self-portrait of Phil Foglio himself before he got the bowler hat. So, there's a picture of the staff. All right. Oh, he looks so young back then. I don't think he's aged. Okay. Oh, Mad Magazine, number 330, September 1994. Headbangers. Slash, I believe that's the rocker's name. And this is a more from a classic era. Alfred Newman's thought for the month is: ever notice how random chance always picks you for jury duty, but never to win the lottery? I like jury duty. I was too smart, so they never picked me. Got 2 days off. Great food by the second time I did in the Bronx. They had rebuilt the courthouse, and it looked like it was the Hall of Justice. I think they did call it the Hall of Justice, the new building. It didn't look like the building in Cleveland that they used for Super Friends, but it was called the Hall of Justice, which I thought was cool. Very nice, modern. And there was a high school right behind, a special high school. Oh, Bill Clinton and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. This is, who did the artwork on this? Illustrated by Sadie Cruz. Oh, books to make children more politically aware. San Viviano, David Shane. Curious George Goes to Washington. How Babes Are Made. Oh, I don't think this is aged pretty well, but A Mad Look at Sexual Harassment by Sergio Aragonés. Yeah, actually, it is as usual. It's pretty funny. Okay. I I'll let other people judge whether or not you can laugh at it. Mad Mall director Al Jaffe. Wow, Rick Tuckler. I don't know if I haven't seen him lately in Mad, but his style was just, his style was like a demented, and I'll show it to you in a moment. It's like a demented Al Hirschfeld. The guy who did the illustrations on Broadway for the New York Times. Look at that. My God. Mad Tours of Typical Film School. Tom Bonk, Stan Hart, Chris Hart. Gene Shalit. Again, good old Tom Bonk style. I guess you could call it grotesque. Let's see, anything else good in here? Another Al Jaffe. Al Jaffe gets gross. Oh boy. Summer camps for kids with unique problems. Chronic bedwetters, accident-prone children, tired children of all ages. Yeah, that's from me. Super nerds. Consumer safety labels. We'd love to see. George Woodbridge. I love George Woodbridge. Had that wonderful style. He always put them on the realistic stuff they needed to do, but he would draw people so ordinary, but very ordinary. Like his high school yearbooks. Nobody, well, maybe a few people, but all of them looked just like, well, your neighbors next door. Nobody was in shape. Dr. Quack, Modern Woman. Mort Drucker, doing a rare TV satire. Dickie What was the movie satire in the front here? La, 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 la. That was books to make children more politically learn. I guess there wasn't a movie satire. Maybe the film studio was. Oh, wait, and John Caldwell. Dr. Dvorak, Moonlighter. Bungee jump instructor. Yeah. What part of the Clinton crime plan seems destined to fail? The Mad Folding. I won't spoil it for you. And then, this was a great issue. Meet our new staff. The grand tradition of comics everywhere. They did a monkey issue. Well, not monkey, excuse me. Apes. Apes are not monkeys. I learned that the hard way at the zoo. Mr. Jingles, editor-in-chief. So yeah, meet the new staff of Mad. And I think, yep, there's all sorts of Monkey is a TV satire. Excuse me. A mad Sergio Argines presents a mad look at humans. MoMA, the Museum of Monkey Art. Is that a banana, or is he just happy to see you? I want these as posters, really. Some of you might remember the fine art replicas. They did one with, there was a super special one where it was Don Martin reinterpreted. I think he did little was it Blue Boy? And then they did, I think, another one. It was there were string-alongs that attached with string. Yeah, okay. Ooh, ads. Snappy answers to stupid human questions. Are you playing with that tire? It's a monkey in a zoo. Are you playing with that tire? No, I'm building a car to escape in, and I need this for one of the wheels. No, I'm going to hide in it. You can't imagine how stupid our keepers are. No, I'm going to wear it as a giant necklace to the annual zookeeper's ball. Are you going to throw that poo at me? Oh no, this is simply how I warm my hands on a cold day. No, I'm going to immortalize you in one of my famous monkey poo sculpture portraits. No, I'm going to FedEx it to you. You'll have it by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, guaranteed. Al Jaffe. Great monkeys in American history. Monkey Bay. Wow, that's brilliant. What we got here? A Spider Monkey versus Spider Monkey by Peter Boo Boo Cooper. Good stuff. Strip Club. All sorts of monkey shines. 10 things you as concerned monkey can do to save the environment. Bananas Republic Summer 2000. One of the rare times a Banana Republic catalog had a person of color. How to draw a monkey. Now, of course, this is not the first time a monkey has actually worked for Mad Magazine, because true fans, not true fans, but fans with nothing better to do like myself, know that J. Fred Muggs actually painted a cover for them back in the early 60s, I believe it was. Yes. Good stuff. And what's the worst thing that can happen to any monkey? The Mad Fold. Having to write an issue of Mad. Yeah. Okay, and Mad number 500. I don't know what the final number was before they rebooted. June 2009. Having a smoking section in a restaurant makes about as much sense as having a peeing section in a swimming pool. This is true. Okay, movie. Yeah. blah, blah, blah. Get through this track on the front. Oh, they have nice little 2-page retrospectives. Here's issue 1 to 100. Good stuff. Back when Wally Wood was working for him. And I love that early style of Dave Berg. That was more cartoony. The Dead Celebrity Apprentice. Yep, there's Donald Trump. By Desmond Devlin, great guy. Tom Buck. Okay, he's over here, sorry. And Donald Trump Jr.'s in there. And I like a Trump. Wow. Ooh, a spy versus spy versus spy. I love that. Great spy. Here you go. Issue number 2, 1 to 100 to 200. That's interesting about Mad Magazine. Yeah, while the golden age of Mad is actually during the... Oh, God. Sergio Aragonés presents a mad look at marginals. And 4 pages. Nothing but marginals. Mad, 200, 300. Again, they hit their peak in 72 during the counterculture. Mad Magazine spawned National Lampoon. Mad Magazine inspired Saturday Night Live. Yes. And issues 300 to 400. The Rush to Antietam. Great art masterpieces and what they would be saying today. Mad Google's headquarters. And 401 to 500. How many of those do you recognize? The Bailout Hymn of the Republic. Frank Jacobs, James Warhol. Nope, whole bunch of them. More truckers on them. Our eyes have seen the sorrow of a nation going bust, filled with bankers and politicos that none of us can trust, not to mention Wall Street profiteers who fill us with disgust. Our hopes and dreams are gone. Lordy, lordy, how they blunder. Major banks are now going under. Years of sayings torn asunder. Our hopes and dreams are gone. It goes further on. 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 verses. Sing it proud. The Mad Guide to Man Boobs, of course, by Drew Friedman. Again, good stuff. I don't know if this is going to reverse or not with the title, but you can read it backwards. This next one, Cartoonist Profiles. This is issue number 57, March 1983. I bought this because of the cover feature of Rudy. I bought the collection, found the collection. It was a story strip through the LA Times and other places. This is number 57, March 1983. And this is basically a magazine about cartoonists. Not so much a trade magazine, but good interviews, good layman type reviews, history. They did do a hardcover collection, like the best of. Here's an article on Captain Invincible. Again, if you blinked, you missed it. There might be a collection out there. It's a superhero parody strip. I wonder if they should have. The Museum of Cartoon Art, originally up in, even at that time, it was still up in Connecticut. Later moved to Boca Raton. Mort Walker's Pride and Joy. Eventually went bust. And the collection was donated to Ohio State University, the original art collection. Oh my gosh. So, editorial cartoonists in here. Grim Natwick. Animation by Grim Natwick. Bill Overgard. Here's the person I was talking about. Again, if you can find that Rudy collection anywhere, or if you got access to the other times on Microfiche Digital, just read it. It's, again, fun. Rudy is a talking ape. Old vaudeville act, retired. This is set in the 1980s, of course, present day, 1980s. Retired, sort of George Byrne type character, and still trying to make a living as an entertainer. But beautiful artwork, and the collection. They are at nice reproductions here. Don't really do it justice, but here's his roommate slash partner. Rube Goldberg, who Ruin Award is named after, which is a great award. One of the great, as a piece of sculpture, that Reuben Award is beautiful. You got to look, just Google it, you will see it. It's and then they actually animated, I think. I don't know if he worked on it, but they animated one of his contraptions from the early years of Sesame Street. Go on YouTube, you'll find it. Carrie Drake. How Milton Caniff became a character in Carrie Drake by Alfred Andriola. Yes, Milton Caniff, creator Terry and the Pirates, later Steve Canyon. And actually, there is the Reuben Award I mentioned. Yes, a whole bunch of naked bodies holding up a inkwell. At least I think they're naked. They're cartoon characters, so that's okay. And again, if you're a fan of comics, especially comic strips, lyric cartoons, try to grab these when you find them, because they're a good read. And if you're an eclectic collector, as I am, a collector, yeah, that's what I mean. There's something in here for all sorts of tastes: editorial cartoons, animation, cartoons. You can even do some comics. Mad Kids, which did not last long because Mad Magazine, well, under the Gaines era, they never surveyed their audience. They didn't care who they were writing for. If kids, most of their readers were, again, middle school teenagers. And then, of course, DC took it over after Bill Gaines died. And they launched Mad Kids, which is basically when Mad Magazine jumped the shark, I think, in general, as a brand. But this is issue number 1. Mad Kids number 1, December 2005. First issue, big deal. Wallace and Vomit. Spy versus Spy Jr. '2006 poster. Double-sided? It is. Oh, there's a poster on the side, which is the cover. That's the other side of that. So, January 23rd, Fruit of the Loom coins the word wedgie, 1922. Wow. Oh, wow. There's an ad. Planet Pilkey. Before he became rich and famous for Dogman, he did Captain Underpants and Rita Ricotta's Mighty Robot. Go read them while you're waiting for the next Dogman. Captain Underpants. And the movie guy here is pretty good too. Mad Kids Goes Racing. Who worked on these? I wonder. Do they even have credits? I don't think there are any credits on these articles. Uh-oh. Not good. Jacob Shabbat did an issue on it. I did it coming. Continuing mentions of willy-nilly. Oh, here are the credits, yes. Philippe Galindo and Jacob Shabbat. Jacob Shabbat's good. Very talented cartoonist as well. If you're a fan of Hello Kitty, he's done some comics for Viz. But all the stuff is good. He's got a lot of good stuff. That's age appropriate for kids. So, oh, that's clever. So, again, this didn't last. I don't even know if it even lasted a year. But I picked it up because I'm a fan of Mad and I wanted to see how good it was. How good or bad it was. Rugrats Magazine. Again, Comic Adventures, Volume 3, Number 5. This is all comics. There's a few other things, a few game pages in here, activity pages, but yes, it is Rugrats comics. I don't think they ever had a comic book. They did have a strip, which one of my friends worked on. Again, this was, where's the barcode on? No barcode on there? No price on there? That's unusual. Why would there be just part of insert on something else somewhere? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't think there are any credits in here. And anyway, how many pages is this? 32 pages. So basically a magazine-sized comic book. But no barcode on here. Oh, Gary Fields did the artwork on the back. You can see his signature there. Pretty on model. Yeah. Another issue of Mad, number 445. I'm not going to really delve into this. This is a nice, hefty book. Wow. That's because it's 56 pages. Holy Moses. 350. Wow. It's true that school prepares you for a job. In both, you sit behind a desk being bored all day. Mad, We Piss Off, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, number 428, April 2003. That's a pretty good cover with Golem. And the what is it, the Yents? The Stents? I forget what, Ents? Ants? Those Gru things. Before you buy a new mattress, you should probably sleep on it. Ooh, it's in color. And again, this is, I think, in the hefty size. This is about 50 pages, yeah. Some pages in color, not full color, like the front section is. Ooh. The World of Comic Art. I paid $2.50 for this at the Strand, probably 10, 15 years ago. One of the nice things about, again, this was the Historical Journal of Comic Art and Caricature. I don't know who published this. Number 1, Volume 1, Number 3, Winter 1966-67. So this is older than me. Published according to the World of Comic Art Publications out of Hawthorne, California. And what's nice about this, of course, is the cover article on Christmas cards. This is, I think, still an ongoing tradition of cartoonists will draw their own Christmas cards that they send out to friends and family. Here's a nice one from the Family Circus, Bill Keenan family. And yes, those characters in the Family Circus are based on his own family. Billy in the Family Circus, when he would draw the strip, he is now drawing the strip. His brother is an animator. Very good animator, by the way. Oscar winner, I believe. Here's an article on the Marvelous TV series. About Marvel's animation. And I believe, what's his name? Rock and Rule, Lord of the Rings, Ren and Stimpy, the director. Like I was saying, Fitz the Cat. Blanking on his name. He worked on this originally. Right after Cherry Tunes, he went over to work on, I think, Spider-Man. I don't know if he's mentioned this or not. I'll think of the name later. Nice glossy paper. Great reproductions. Again, I'd be interested to see how many. God, look at this. Oh, Chester Gould. I gotta do a close up on this. I know this is crappy art. This is a crappy resolution camera. I don't know how to change that. But goddamn, that might be original size artwork reproduction there. I don't think the comics ever saw. God, look at this. This is like Al. I mean, this is even better than Al Hirschfeld. His caricatures, his villains. Oh, God, look at that face right there. Look at that. I mean, geez, that's like, what is that? Oh, look at those eyes. That reminds me of the Minister of Propaganda for Hitler, Goebbels. It might be there. Uh-huh. Huh. Article on High and Lois. Contemporary article on High and Lois, because this is 1967. This is strips in here in 1962. Dick Brown, Mort Walker. Okay, there's Mort Walker in 62, right? Of course, the article is Color Them Suburban, High and Lois. And Dick Brown, before he grew that Hagar the Horrible beard. Yes, they work together. High and Lois is a pretty good strip. So, yeah, it's, oh, wow. From Russia with Laughs. Soviet cartoon, gay cartoons. Crocodile is the big magazine out of Russia or Soviet Union for satire. I don't know if anyone's done a good retrospective of that. More holiday cards. Again, I'm an amateur historian. I don't get into as much as others. Heave magazine. I think I grabbed this. Yes, because How I Learned to Succeed in Hollywood by Neil Clyde. There's a cartoon right there. Comic in the back. I think I know the editor of this. That's why I picked it up originally. I think it might have been a comics article in here too. That was still being published. This is from issue 16 from spring 2008. All right. Oh, I barely scratched the surface, so I'm going to go really fast now. Best on Nickelodeon Magazine. New York cartoon issue from with a square comic strip cover. 2006. It's the only issue I buy of New Yorker now. All the issues are good. Cartoons especially. I just read it for the comics, right? Best of Nickelodeon Magazine. With the cartoon issue. They do that every year. Oh, Diamond Previews I got snuck in here somehow. Oh, there's something stuck to it. This is from August 2007. Batman and the Outsiders and McFarlane's Dragons toys. Wow, nice sculpture. And I've got some bookmarks in here, stuff I was going to order. Let's see what this opens up to. Book Hunter GN. This is Jason Chiga. Who published it, I wonder? That's, I think, before his Abrams book. Anyway. Mad Goes Green, number 494, October 2008. That's funny. You really shouldn't go the extra mile when you have a specific destination. Wizard, the magazine of comics. This is $5.99. advertisement. Wizard 2001, 201. 2008 summer preview. Okay. Hogan's Alley, the other great comics history magazine. This comes out usually once a year. It is number 12, $6.95, which is a steal for, God, just look how thick that is. This is 152 pages. A lot of good history in here. This one, behind the scenes of The Simpsons, Beetle Bailey, 54 years without a court-martial, Building the Mouse House, Secrets of Steamboat Willie, comics most influential non-cartoonists, 1950s propaganda cartoons, a guide to online comic subscriptions, cartoonists World War II fundraising, and Duck Dodgers patrol space once again. If you're a fan of SpongeBob, they did one of their later issues, did a wonderful oral history of SpongeBob SquarePants. I think it was like at least 10 years ago. Good stuff. They did an article on Song of the South. Oral history. Good stuff. Comic Foundry. One of the best magazines ever of comics. Wherever these, I think the site might be archived. I don't know if it's still accessible. But the guys on here, the main people on here, keep an eye on them because they're doing great things. Now, these are premiere issue from September 2007, sorry. 598, and this is summer 2008. Was the same issue? September 2007, summer 2008. Okay. Again, good general, I don't say lifestyle, but they cover comics. We'll cover it very well. Ooh, here we go. Here we got some good stuff here. Okay, there's another Comic Foundry. Matt Fraction. Mad. Number 337, July 1995. Batman and Robin. A rare Mort Trucker. Alfred E. Neumann. Famous artist paintings of comic book characters on the back. And the wisdom is, blood is thicker than water, but it makes lousy lemonade. Man, number 350, another anniversary issue. This has, again, I opened it, so it's not in the bag, but pretty close. October 1996, I'm not taking it out of the bag. But what I am taking out of the bag is, I think this is a special edition, Mad Bites It, free CD-ROM, featuring pros and con test department. Original Mad artwork, free subscription to other Mad prizes by writing the punchline to the exclusive Mad cartoon below. That's a good cartoon, by the way. ROM with a view department. See stuff you've already read, but now on your computer. File will be there for you department. The Mad Index, 43 and a half years of Mad Magazine. And if you haven't, pick up the CD-ROM that came out. There's a CD-ROM, the original CD-ROM. Get that because it comes with toilet paper. That's been completely digitized up to that point. Voter I think, did it. And then later they reissued it on a single-volume DVD-ROM. Excellent search index. All the stuff is in there. The super specials, they don't reprint it, but if you click on the table of contents for each super special, it takes you to the original article. The fold-ins are animated. Yeah. Animated fold-ins, brilliant. And all the extras. So if you want to reprint like Don Martin stickers for the super specials, you can do that. Stairway to Heaving department. Three Mad music masterpieces for Rhino Records, Mad Grooves. Get that, by the way. Mad did a few LPs, and then he started doing flexi disc inserts in some of the super specials, like the Mad Mystery record. This has It's a Gas, Barely Alive, which were from their Mad Disco special. That was a flexi disc, a 33 1/3 flexi disc, LP, single-sized, and there were 5 songs on both sides. A double-sided flexi disc. all original songs, and the songs and sheet music are reprinted in the magazine itself. Disco Suicide's a great song, by the way. Try to find it. It's a Gas, which is basically a burping record, with a disco beat. So, hey, Barely Alive, which is a satire of, staying alive. And a brand new recording of Blind Date by Green Jelly. Plus, a moment of silence in memory of the thousands of jokes that have died on the pages of Mad. Modem Department. Includes the software you need to access Mad Online and America Online, so you can do this every day. Talk to the usual gang of idiots, sneak preview coming issues, weekly contest element. So yeah, this is America Online. What was the year? 1996. I used to have a ton of the floppy disks. Before they did CD-ROMs, they used to put floppy disk in magazines. With the AOL, I think it was 3.0 software. I grabbed those. This is 94 to 96. Grabbed those out of the magazines when we trashed them. Thinking, hey, I can always rewrite them and store stuff on them. Yeah, 3 megs, right? No, 1.4 megs. Good luck storing anything on those now. Chibi Bop magazine manga. Volume 1, number 6, $3.95. Manga reprints and other articles. Oh, this is nice. Man. Comedy Before Country election issue. November 2008, number 495. You could do worse, and you actually have. People who don't vote are electing to stay out of it. You say he did the cover? Don't think so. Dork Night is a movie satire, and let's just jump to back. All color. Oh, there we go. Yes, we can. Okay. Oh, okay. This is good. Back in the day, newsstands. Now, back when I worked in the 90s, we would tear off the whole cover and send it back and trash the rest of the magazine. These were front-sold magazines. The standard procedure was you strip off the magazine, toss the rest of it. You send back the cover, you get credit for your next order from the distributors. Back in the day, you would just cut off the masthead. This is Trump Magazine. March 1957, Volume 1, Number 2. And this lasted 2 issues. This was published by Playboy. People don't realize, but Hugh Hefner was a big fan of the comics. This was... I'm blanking on his name now. Master of Comics. What's his name? Founding editor of Mad Magazine, Harvey Kurtzman. Let's see, here we go. Don't believe me? There's the masthead right there. Hugh Hefner, publisher. Harvey Kurtzman, editor. Jack Davis, Will Elder, Al Jaffe. Mel Brooks. Okay. Ay. So, I don't know what he wrote in here. Again, Russ Heath. God, look at that beautiful Will Elder illustration right there. God. That's when he's being serious. I don't think there are any credits in here on these. No, there are no credits on the articles themselves. Oh, God. Even better Will Elder is when he satirizes the comics. Wally Wood did it well. George Woodbridge, I believe. No, not George Woodbridge. Blanking on his name now. But all the mad cartoon satires they did. And some of these pages have not been trimmed correctly. See that? Arnold Roth. I believe this has been reprinted, collected in a nice hardcover. There's Trump, and then there was another one out of there. Jack Davis. Good stuff. I want to stand out in any crowd to enter my subscription to Trump for 12 issues, $6 in close. Here's that wonderful, another wonderful ad, subscription ad by Jack Davis, who, like Sergio Aragones, can do crowd scenes. Do them well. And he also does great caricatures. He's funny stuff by Comic Relief, which was their humor magazine. Comic Relief was mostly comic strip reprints. This is some comic strips, some panels. Shoes in here, Zippy, which is good. Bizarro. And then Dilbert. Oh, I'll mention that. And Dave Barry. Some of those features in here. I mentioned Ohio State University earlier. I think they still publish this. This might be taken over by somebody else, but they originated Inks, Cartoon and Comic Art Studies. You might still have these for sale on their website. That might be how I got them. These were Chicago comics. Okay, these I bought at the comic shop. So here's a Jeff Smith, wonderful meta Jeff Smith poster cover. And again, it's a journal of comics. So yeah, you're going to learn stuff, and it might be a little dry, but it's got good pictures of it, right? Excuse me. One of the best Christmas presents I ever got for my nephew, 20-ounce mug. That's 2.5 cups of tea I put in here. And for the record, every morning I have a coffee maker that's now a tea maker, 12 cups. Fill up that carafe on the bottom, pour it into thermos pitchers, and slowly empty it through the day. Okay, what else do we got here? Another previews, Flashpoint. Ugh. Why do you see why? July 2011. Again, there's a whole bunch of bookmarks there. Preview, September 2011. And what's inside here? Uncanny X-Men Marvel previews. 50 years, fantastic. Okay. Advanced Comics, which was Capital City Distribution's catalog. This is number 43 from July 1992. And yes, that is Nexus Returns on here. And Diamond Previews used to be this way too, just black and white inserts. Cards, yeah, all sorts of stuff. And I keep those for reference. I don't ever reference them, but it's nice to have them around because these are a snapshot of everything that came out back then. More Advanced Comics, number 50, February 93, with Valiant. I think the first Valiant. This is Spider-Man 2099 with Punisher on the other side, September 92. And for those of you who aren't comics fans, these are distributor catalogs. Now it's just Diamond. But these come out monthly. These are a preview. This, as I said, September 92. This was a month's worth of stuff. That new stuff, some backlist, mostly all the new stuff that came out in that month. Usually, I think, published 4 months in advance. You're ordering 4 months in advance. When you walk in the comic shop, they'll probably have that. And again, it's a phone book of all the stuff that's coming out. In the ID, you flip through it, you write down your order numbers, you give it to your comic shop. They order it for you, and it comes out. After Advanced Comics, Capital City was no more. They started a website called icv2.com. Again, very good. If you want trade news that's not dry, icv2.com is great. Every so often, they'll do magazines. I grab them when I can. This is from March 2011, number 74. They do have a pro section, too, where you can comment. Tripwire, comics, film, TV, and more from the UK. £10 in the UK, $16 in the US. 156-page annual. Fury, the future of comic movies. This is annual 2009. So yeah, just a high gloss, fan-based magazine. Interviews, other things. Full color. Okay, that's one half of the box. We're at 55 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm going to soldier on here. Oh, another tripwire. This is number 54. Sorry, lost track of the time. I don't know what date it's on here. 2010. Also, guys, Simpsons Comics. No longer made. If you find them, buy them. Get the graphic novels if they still have them. HarperCollins printed them. Good comics. A lot of great comics creators in there. Good stories, especially if you're a fan of The Simpsons. Okay. Comics Journal, number 299. You went to a bookshelf format. A receipt from Challenger Comics, March 19th, 2011. $4.95, 99-cent comic. I was buying dollar comics. Comics Journal number 297. Dealing with Mort Walker, Beetle Bailey. And number 300. I don't know if they printed many after 300. I think it became an annual, if that. This, though, is 288 pages of stuff. Again, Comics Journal, if you see them, especially if you're a fan of a particular creator, buy that single issue. Great interviews, great news, great criticism. They're not big fans of Marvel or mainstream, but Gary Groth and company do a good job. All right, some obscure stuff here. First Kingdom. Again, independent comics before independent comics. Back when it was somewhere between the underground and direct market or self-publishing. Yeah, I get you say. You got stuff like this. First Kingdom, $1. This is book 7. Jack Cat, 77. Book 9. Here's the other issue of Trump. Again, like I said. Contributors include Wallace Wood, Ed Fisher, Roger Price, who's famous for Mad Libs, Arnold Ross, Russ Heath, Ira Wallach, Bob Bleichman, William Ashman, A. Green, H.A. Schneider, and Carl Hubel. And yes, the usual, not the usual baking videos. Fun Fair. Family Entertainment Guide. I think I picked this up from Toy Fair. I'm not sure. Another issue of Comic Foundry. Tony Harris and Mark Miller. Wizard 100, the 100 greatest graphic novels of our time. This is probably worth a different video to go through it. I remember looking at this originally and saying, what? This is Wizard number 212 from June 2009. So 2009, you had 9 years of mainstream graphic novels going. Okay? Right? Manga had been around for about 10 years. Number 1, Absolute DC, The New Frontier. Would I put that as number 1? No. It's a good DC comic graphic novel. Marvel's premiere hardcover. Marvel's, again, number 2. Number 3, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen edition, Absolute Edition, Volume 2. While the Last Man, Book 1, Deluxe Edition. Jimmy Corrigan, The Smartest Kid on Earth. Those are the top 5. Now, I realize this is 2009. We've had 11 years since of amazing graphic novels. But Mouse, where is Mouse on here? Bone is number 9. Superman for All Seasons? I don't think that's aged well. Absolute Kingdom Come. Hellboy is 8. Bone is number 9. New X-Men Omnibus is number 10. Ghost World is 12. Blankets is 14. This is all okay. 300 is number 22. Top 10. Wish she get more love. Gene Ha's a good guy. He is a good guy, and Xander Cannon, and I think Alan Moore. All that ABC stuff. Just read all that ABC stuff. Absolute Sandman Volume 4 is number 25. That's the highest ranking. Sin City is 13. That's the highest ranking Sandman on here. 25. I don't even think this is the best Sandman volume out there, because it's the Kindly One's The Wake. I prefer the short stories. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's continue on here. God. Really? I don't see Mouse. Wait. Seriously? Oh, the 70s now. I do not see Mouse on here. If you're wondering, number 100 is Catwoman, Selena's Big Store, Darwin Cook. Which, yeah, that's good. That might be a read, but not the top 100. Ay, ay, ay. God. How many black and white comics, I wonder, are in here? Box Office Poison. Sorry, moving on. I'm sorry. Nickelodeon, Fairly Oddparents. Yeah, that's Nickelodeon Magazine. Nickelodeon Comics Magazine. It's a lot of comics in here. Here's a nice one. In the 70s, Warren Publishing, I guess, exploited the comics magazine market. So, of course, Marvel got in on it as well through their Curtis division. Not directly branded Marvel, because there was a disconnect there. But there's an Incredible Hulk magazine, black and white. Conan, black and white, with Buscema art. Beautiful, wonderful. Might even be directly in pencils, but I don't think so. And Howard the Duck. Those are three I remember that were direct Marvel. They did a few others, one of which is Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction. I picked this up at Chicago Comic-Con, not Chicago Comic-Con, C2E2 years ago. And I bought it because I thought it had, yes. I think I picked it up just because it's good science fiction stories. I think they're adapted. There's a Tony Isabella story, Frank Brunner, Klaus Janson. This is March number 2, stamped $1 and stamped 40 cents. 1975. So 1975. Tony Isabella is a regular art creator by then. Klaus Janson was probably just starting out. And here we go. Okay. Black and white stories, just like Creepy and Eerie. Conversation with Alfred Bester, right? Who then has the story here. Denny O'Neil story. Art by Frank Robbins and Jim Mooney. Adapted from the story by Alfred Bester. Adam, ... and no Eve. The only thing better than Denny O'Neil writing a story in a magazine like this is not Al Milgrom. God, what's the editor? Mike Kaluta. Holy shit. So again, you see these at a convention, it might be $5 if that. I don't know. If you find it for $5, buy them, because the stuff in here is just going to be good, especially if you like science fiction. Most of these are Marvel people. Like I said, Denny O'Neil, Bruce Jones, doing a Wally Wood, I think, inspired piece. Jerry Conway, Rico Rival, The Day of the Trippids. When plants go bad. When humans are the leads. Of course, great ads in the back aimed at science fiction fans. Karate, Kung Fu, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Savate, Aikido, Taekwondo. A total self-defense system. Free mail today. Yeah, sure. Monster Mask for every occasion. Okay, so you're horror fans. I'm just going to put you in there because, again, this is like time machine stuff. Here's the price list. Can you even read that? I don't know. $2 to, well, some of these are all up to $7.50, $8.95. Hunchback, Wolfman, Frankenstein. Those are the $9 ones. Ones up top are $2 to $3, $3.50. The Sol Extension Universe. Okay, another Mad. Ultimate Fighting Championship, $2.50. Again, a rare More Trucker Alfred cover. This is good on the back. Mad's Remotely Funny Fake Out Cable label. C-SPAN, C-SPAN Run, Run SPAN Run. The Manson Family Channel. Home Box Orifice. Small Claims Court TV, which is basically the People's Court reruns 24/7, right? Plus Judge Judy, and I mean, you could just do a small court. You could do a small Claims Court TV show, TV channel. What did you watch? I mean, I would watch. I used to watch. We used to watch them all the time. BH Dumb, A and E and I, O and U. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Oh, and the wisdom here is a college jock is someone who minds his build instead of vice versa. This is August 1996, number 348. Collect them all. Oh, another Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction. This is July, number 4. Magazine Management Company, which owned Marvel for a while. Torn cover there, unfortunately, but it's all in one piece. We'll just go through this really quick. Tony Isabella, Don Heck, Frank Chiaramonte, Enchanted Village, adapted by Yvonne Volt by Don and Maggie Thompson. Wow, now I gotta look at them. They're the ones who took over the Comics Buyers Guide. Maggie Thompson is still with us, thankfully. She's sort of the dead mother, or the grandmother of comics. I mean, nice lady. Both of them very knowledgeable. Dick Giordano art. Yes, there's a story, a science fiction story, A. Von Volt, Enchanted Village, adapted by Don and Maggie Thompson with art by Dick Giordano. Now, can you understand why I say just buy the issue? Don't even crack open the seal, the envelope, the bag. Just buy it at the convention and read it on the bus trip home. Oh, God. And these are available on magazines on stores around the country. Jerry Conway doing Good News from the Vatican. Story by Robert Silverberg. So I'll read the story and then, yeah. I don't know who owns the rights to these. Let's see. Copyright. I think Marvel still owns the copyrights to these. They could probably collect these. Again, Marvel, collect this then. Gee, if you got the rights to it still. Get, just DC. Dark Horse is already, and again, if you are a student of comics, especially an artist or a writer, buy the Creepy and Eerie Archive volumes. Amazing writing, amazing artists, black and white storytelling, hardcovers. Is basically a textbook of the art form. How to tell stories. Encounter at War. Jan Strand, Richard Corbin, black and white. Yes, that Richard Corbin. Hardly any writing in this at all. Oh, good Lord. Bruce Jones, Kick the Can. And then I guess the conclusion of the Tony Isabella Don Heck. Oh, wait. Created by Slow Glass by Bob Shaw. Okay. Oh, what's this? Very Special People by Frederick Summer? Broadway Books. About sideshow freaks. The struggles, loves, and triumphs of human oddities. Broadway Bookfinders, 1974. Hardcover. Frederick Drummer, Raymond Summer. Ooh, Marvel Belt Buckles. And the next issue, All the Myriad Ways. Larry Niven. The Tale of God and Man by Michael Moorcock. Winner of the Nebula Award for Best Story, 1967. Oh, and while I'm on the subject, DC Comics, if you still have the rights, collect all those graphic albums you did in the mid 80s, like Sand Kings and Tale of Fire and Ice. What he was no, Demon with a Glass Hand. All those wonderful graphic album adaptations you did. Just collect those into a hardcover, please. Harlan Ellison, George R. R. Martin, Ray Bradbury, Larry Niven. Anyway, again, if you find those, all right, I'm going to leave my glasses off. Mad, exclusive first look at Madonna's Baby, September 96, number 349. If opera is entertainment, then falling off a roof is transportation. Oh, wow. Check out that cover. Hazel Wolverton. Super Special 113, June 96. Hazel Wolverton, yeah. I don't know if there was a thing to this or not, but hey. Man, 346. There's a good gang cover. June 96. Getting old is when a narrow waist and a broad mind change places. You really should collect all those. It's like a Bartlett's quotation. Love Connection. And we've got Lorena Bobbitt, Tanya Harding, and Amy Buttafuoco. Yeah, of course, Alfred's... Again, another more trucker Alfred. Wow. Ever notice how many government officials make their raises effective long before they ever are? Before they ever are. All right, yes. What shows that? Number 328, June 94. Oh my. August 94, number 329, NYPD Blue. Again, more trucker. Nowadays, an after dinner mint is what you need to pay the restaurant back. Finance terms available. Mad Rock Super Special. Oh yeah, I love these theme ones. Spring 91. It has a warning label on it, of course. And if you notice closely, yes, Alfred is made out of magnetic tape. Bow. They're not singing. I might get a copyright takedown. Ooh, I'm not going to take this out of the bag, but July 75. Still going downhill, but still good. Number 176. This issue, we socket Airport 75. And again, more trucker, but in 75. So Norman Mingo was the main character, main cover artist at that time. This is more trucker. There's, I guess, Norman Mingo does do caricatures. And a Mad Mini poster. Those mini posters are good. I should do a collection of those too. Occupancy by more than 3 billion people is dangerous and should be unlawful. Oh. Mexican Mad. Volume 3, number 22. Forrest Gump. What I like about these are and I would actually like to see that because the foreign editions have their local content and artists. Like here we have Buscando el Escredizo Nirvana, which is great artwork. I mean, geez, look at that. But I would love to go through and do one for each edition, each country, and say, here's your best of original stuff that was never featured in the American magazine. Dysfunctional Family Circus. But again, el hombre mediocre es un tipo que ocupa todo su vida tratando el demostrarla a los demás que no lo es. Pardon my Spanish. So, Mad, 347, July 1996. The official, unofficial magazine of the 96 Olympics. The only advantage to living in the past is that the rents are much cheaper. Yeah. Spoilers. 345, May 1996. Congratulations, class of 96. By the way, you're doomed. How come stealing from one book is plagiarism, but stealing from many is research? Comics Journal. Terry Gilliam. See what I meant about great interviews? And there's the flip of Manara. Hubba Hubba. 55, number 182. Don't know what this month is on this. Comics Journal. Joe Matz, number 183. And Don Rosa. Yes. He did other covers for him back in the day before he became a book artist. Again, another issue. This is funny stuff. Mad, the Clintstones. This, again, Wart Drucker. October, November 94, number 331. America is still a land of promise, especially during a political campaign. Airport maps reveal what cities are really famous for. By Al Jaffe. Good stuff. Jack Davis, a monster gang. With Duck Edwin. Ooh. Mad Special. Not a super special. Mad Special number 7, 60 cents. I got it for $5. About 20 years later. And this is, again, I don't know what year. Remember what I said about the Mad Indie posters? Well, there's 16 of them here. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. This is probably early 70s. Before that, they did more trash for Mad, the worst for Mad. Oh, excuse me. They had the quarterlies. These were quarterlies. But they had, I think, 4 different titles. I think the rest of these are Mads, but we'll go through them really quick. Mad Special, number 22, $1 now. Featuring 16 by 10 diploma certificates and other Mad awards ready for framing. Again, you can print, if you have the DVD, you can print these off. These are skateboard heroism, marriage license. Yeah, $1.25. $2, a Spring 71 Mad Special. 16 frame ready to hang Mad walnuts. Mad Super Special number 17. Featuring a double super special bonus. 8 Don Martin vital message posters plus 8 Don Martin literary heroes portraits. Yeah, flip it side. You got it. Plus 16 pages of never before published material. Mad 167 from June 74. Comics Journal 185. Steve Bissett. Hi, Steve. Great guy. Center for Arts and Studies. He's retired now. Did Swamp Thing. Great run on Swamp Thing. Did Tyrant, which is about dinosaurs. as you saw on the cover there. His big thing are monster and horror movies. If you read his reviews online, he is a brilliant reviewer. Sometimes he can't tell you about this because he doesn't want to spoil the movie, but Taboo is another one. Spider Baby Graphics. Mad. Number 352, December 1996. Star Trek First Contact, Space Jam ripoffs. Thanks to the new welfare bill, the question, paper or plastic, now refers to many American sleeping arrangements. Water damage? This looks like it's water damage, but that's okay. Number 343, March 1996. Schmuck, what a surprise. Nowadays, a balanced diet is when every McNugget weighs the same. Mad, super special, Stock's Death, June 95. Inside our fun death kit. Phony death certificate, handy 10 ways to know you're dead wallet card, one size fits all toe tag, and more. There it is. Yeah. Wow. In case of emergency. I'm an atheist. In case of accident emergency, please do not call a priest. Reminder, blank has an appointment with Dr. Jack Kevorkian. Please do not eat 4 hours before arriving. 10 ways to know you're dead. Number 1, you suffer a paper cut and start oozing embalming fluid. You have a white sheet over your head and you're not a member of the Klan. Your morning stiffness lasts 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You wake up in an urn. Oh, here's a toe tag. Yep. Oh, wow. And very early Don Martin. Because, again, it's a death thing. And he did some macabre stuff back in the day. Oh. Sports Illustrated, Bizarro Baseball by Tom Verducci. I got to look at this. I wonder who did the cover. Let's see. This is May 26, 2008, Volume 108, number 21. This is regular Sports Illustrated. Not Sports Illustrated for kids. Regular adult Sports Illustrated. Everybody got this. Bizarro Baseball, featuring the Mighty Rays, the last place Yankees, and other mysteries of the 08 season. Cover, illustration by excuse me, illustration by Mark Bagley, you know, from Ultimate Spider-Man. Carl Story. Yep, see, there's the signatures. Bagley, Story, and Alex Sinclair. Yeah, who did the art? I guess who did the coloring. Bizarre Superman and all related characters and elements are copyright and trademark of DC Comics, which of course is a sister company to Time Magazine, Sports Illustrated. Let's see if the article here. What page was that? Sorry, I know I'm running long. 32. And while oh no, blank photos. But if you get a chance on Sports Illustrated Archives, SI.com, there's an excellent article on the collapse of the sports cards collecting. Upper Deck, Ken Griffey, I think. Great analysis of that side of how a bubble burst in the card collecting industry, which is also a good warning to collectors of Magic who do the opposite. They want to make the game playable, so they made the Black Dahlia or whatever that thing is, Black Orchid, Black whatever card less powerful. Instead of being speculation, they wanted the game to be playable. And that's why people still play Magic 25 years later. A few people collect baseball cards. And then, but it's also a good object lesson to comic book collectors. Another Unknown Worlds of Science Fiction. Harlan Ellison, Larry Niven, and Frank Herbert adaptations. You see what I'm saying? This is $6. $6 when I found this at C2E2. Just going through the back issues. And usually they'll be in a magazine box, so you don't have to look through back issue, through all the comics. They'll be in a bigger box, usually just one box at that dealer. Number 3, May. Oh, remember what I said about Marvel doing comics magazines? Well, they partnered with Dennis Kitchen. Yes, that Dennis Kitchen of Underground Comics fame. And they did the first issue called Comics Book with an X. Powers that be, at Curtis, Marvel, I don't know who, said, it was nice working with you. Shake hands. Went their way. So I picked up the other copies. I have number 1. I did that. I have that in another box somewhere. Here's number 5. Again, I think bought this. I got this for $1. What? Now this has been. There's been a best of volume collected because again the rights issues are I think difficult because everybody owns their own pieces here. But this is the farewell issue number 5 with Justin Green cover. Right? Mickey Brown, Virgin Mary, that guy. Here's number 3. I paid $15. Okay, so it kind of averaged out. But this is a Dennis Kitchen cover. Okay, yes, he was a cartoonist. But naked ladies on covers is what sells magazines. I don't care. While I'm in charge, we will never stoop to such a level. And of course, there's a naked magazine. Naked lady magazine. Wally Cat, Dr. Fincher, Panthea, which is Trina Robbins. Travelers, which looks like it's a Justin Green. Don't know who Dr. Future is. Walter the Cat is the animator's son. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. Deitch. That's Kim Deitch. Deitch? Let's call the whole thing. Sorry if I just butchered your name. You're a great guy. Again, look for all this stuff. Some of it's autobiographical. This again is Wizard. Mint in bag. I didn't open it. 2009 preview. 35 pages of comics. January 2009. It says platinum on here for some reason. I don't know why. Dark Rain. Remember that event? Nope, neither do I. Norman Osborn was in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a while. Yeah. That could never happen now. And here's comic books number 4. Leslie Cambango, I think. And this was $9. Which again, considering this is early to mid-70s with amazing underground cartoonists in it who are now basically Hall of Famers. There's Art Spiegelman's in at least one of these issues. Yes, Art Spiegelman. Before he became famous. Before he became famous for Wacky Packages and Garbage Pail Kids and Mouse. He was just a normal underground cartoonist like the rest of us. Here's number 2, so I got all 5 of them now. And this is Skip Williamson, who also did work for Play. He has a few cartoons in Playboy. You can't avoid his style. That'd be nice. I don't know how politically incorrect this is now, but well, I'll let you be the judge of that. And getting towards the bottom now, thankfully, our slickest issue yet. Very crude issue. Number 505, October 2010. That's not what your country can do for you. You're just going to be disappointed with the answer. Now we know what our country's doing for us now, don't we? Okay, almost done, folks. And it's only a minute and a half, hour and a half. The 20 dumbest events of 2010. I like these. Again, I would probably buy a special issue. They collected all the ones over the years. Good stuff. And And too often, the helping hand you're being offered ends up in your pocket. Mad Guy to Man Moves Volume 2. This is coincidental, right? Coinky dink. I did not plan this. Again, Drew Freeman. The Vampire Bite. Rattlers. Homers. Sorry about that. But yeah. Number 1, creators of the Black Lagoon, the BP oil spill, the Obama presidency, using Diary of a Wimpy Prez, Mel Gibson's rants, another recall, Incredible Edible Egg, the Incredible Inedible Egg. Ooh, Spy vs. Spy 50th anniversary poster. This calendar. This calendar will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Number 5, Lindsay Lohan, Jailbird. Absolute Lohan, huh? 6, Tiger Plays Around, Babes in the Woods. 7, The Firing to Shirley Sherrod, Rush to Misjudgment. Secretary of Agriculture, I don't even remember her. LeBron James, it's not the heat, it's the lack of humility. The FN Cleveland Show, LeBron James. The Jersey Shorecast, the League of Extraordinary Simpletons. Number 10, Lino Steele's Back to Tonight Show, The Late Shaft. Pope Benedict XVI, Father knows molest. The audacity of Pope. Yeah. 12, JetBlue flight attendant flips out. Shoot happens. Number 13, Lady Gaga, Dresses in Meat. Flanks for the Memories. 14, Glenn Beck's Unity Rally, the Stinkin' Memorial. 15, The Unstoppable Toyota Cars and Defects. 16, The iPhone 4, A Rotten Apple. The Steve Jobs and the 10 Commandments. The 17, Flannery Jesse James. When You Tryst Upon a Star. Monster Garage. Don't remember that. Oh, a fold-in. What music? Number 18. Here we go with a special edition one fold-in. What musical station of 2010 seems destined for oblivion? The mosque at Ground Zero, the World Tirade Center. If you build a mosque at Ground Zero. Number 20, the Tea Party candidates, Crazy Like Fox. Washington, D.C. Comics presents Tea Titans. Who did the art on this? Ty Templeton. Ty Templeton is another one of those guys. One of those great journeyman cartoonists. The Mad 20 Addendums. Addendum. Okay. Another good comics-based magazine. Marie Severin. God bless her. Worked at Mad Magazine with her brother. One of the great colorists of all time. One of the great humor cartoonists of all time. Although Brand Eck, if you've read that. She also worked on special projects in Marvel, coloring, and other works. Alter Ego, number 95, July 2010. Again. Life with Archie, The Married Life. This is number 3. Another piece of brilliance here. You might not remember, but Archie did an imaginary story where he walks up memory lane. Brilliant. And there's a fork in the road. He goes one way, he marries Veronica. 3 issues. about his life with Veronica, married life with Veronica. He walks down the other way. He marries Betty. 3 issues of Life with Betty. Much later, they did another one with the girl from Josie and the Pussycats. I forget her name. Valerie? Anyway, that was well received. So what they did is they started this magazine, Life with Archie and the Married Life. 2 stories in each. 2 different storylines, of course. Continuing from one of the comics. One's Veronica, where she's working. She and Archie are married, and they're working for Lodge Industries. Lodge, Mr. Lodge, is an evil real estate developer, so they have to fight him. But again, you have the family drama. Then you have the Betty side, which is Archie is a music teacher. I forget what Betty does. But the brilliant thing about this, I mean, the art's great. And Dilton Doily is in the far background. I don't know who did the artwork on there. Oh, here we go. Paul Coverby did the story. Norm Brayfogle and Andrew Papoy. Great guys all. Talented, nice people. Joe Rubenstein did the inks on the Veronica side. Pete Boy did the Betty side. But what's brilliant about this is that this then became an ongoing story, a soap opera. It's like adult Archie soap opera. And it's like, that's great. And they, of course, aged up all the other characters, expanded them, made them 3-dimensional, really. And they even had some sideline characters from the Little Archie stories show up. Here's Life with Archie, Married Life, number 4. Yeah, these are on the newsstand. All this stuff was on the newsstand, not a spin rack. First issue, I don't know what that's worth, probably nothing. And again, I don't believe they've ever collected these into anything. Might be online. And that's a back cover, number 2. Okay. Plus, they have some articles in here as well, which is kind of cool. And this was $3.99, basically price of a comic now. Well, this was back, I think, 2008, 2010, 10 years ago. And you've got how many pages? 22. 64 pages? 64-page magazine. So, magazine-sized comic book, two comic book stories plus articles. So you're getting 2 comics in here, plus extras. That's 44 pages, plus another extra comic book of articles. What now cost? For that comic book costs now. Mad, 32 pages. Back in the day, it was when I started reading it, which was 1979. It was 60 cents, and it went up to 75 cents. So Mad was 75 cents. And I believe Marvel Comics at the time were 60. In 1984, when I started collecting Marvel, they were 65 cents for a comic book issue. I think Mad at that time might have been $1. So compare that. Again, Mad Magazine $1 to a comic book at 65 cents. Okay, there we are. It's empty. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry it took so long. 100 minutes. Hope this was interesting. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm going to put in the description below. But let me get my secret identity back on here. So, that's just, that's a copier box. The ones with books in them are going to be not as numerous. You might have half that number. But these were magazines. So I took a little too long with the Mad stuff. I have another box of comics back there. It says that might take long too. But again, most of us probably are bagged and bored, so I won't be opening them. I'll just be flashing them up on the screen. Again, thanks for watching. Sorry if I rambled. Hopefully it was entertaining, interesting. The stuff I mentioned, I mean, really, those old Marvel, if I see any old Marvel black and white magazines, I'll probably just buy them now. You know, I don't like them, like Conan. Definitely Howard the Duck, because I think those are original stories. I don't think they've been ever collected anywhere into the omnibus. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.